What is up, world? Might wonder why I'm sitting in a hotel room in Hickory, North Carolina. There's a John Cusack movie on the TV where a former love interest of his is his sister, Jane Cusack. Kind of weird. He's called her on the phone. Anyway, I am sitting in a motel room in Hickory, North Carolina. Last night I was in a motel room in Middlesboro, Kentucky. Text message from my mother that I won't respond to till I'm done with this. You might wonder what I'm doing in a motel room by myself. I'm actually not by myself. I'm alone in this room, but on the other side of that wall is little nobody, and Mama Wolf, Mama Nobody, whatever you want to call her, my mother and my daughter are staying in that room. I'm in this room by myself because Mrs. Nobody is still back in Charleston teaching school like a responsible adult. So you wonder what I've been doing. And this folder right here is the title to the house and the land that I just bought in the Cumberland Gap area. You can Google Cumberland Gap. It's where Tennessee, Kentucky, and Virginia all come together. I bought a house. Closed on that house today. Brought some notarized paperwork from the wife. And signed some stuff myself and bought a house on 10 acres. Think about that for a second. I don't know if you know the channel, the YouTube channel that this shirt comes from. I'm moving to the mountains, to the middle of nowhere. 39 miles one way to a grocery store. Didn't count, but probably 45 miles the other way to the closest Walmart. It's on the backside of a mountain on a piece of road that nobody has any business being on, except for this nobody. The nobodies. There's a tenant living in the house. Nice gentleman. He's got a sweetheart of a girlfriend or fiance, whatever you want to call it, that they recently got engaged. So I'm going to let them stay there through the end of March, rent-free, just to, because, I bought their house and I'm kicking them out. Now, I didn't buy their house. They were renting. So I bought the house and I'm kicking them out and I'm giving them 2.5 months to get their shit together and get out. Now, it's a fully wooded 10-acre lot. It is gravity fed with natural spring water right out of the side of the mountain into the house. Septic tank was just serviced. I'm going to need to gut the house and do what I want to do with it. I got to rip the carpets out. I got to knock down a couple of walls. I got to put some cabinets in the kitchen. I'm going to put laminate flooring down, things like that. But that's not the important part. The inside of the house doesn't matter. It's what I'm going to do with the outside of the house. Permaculture. When I say permaculture, apple trees, peach trees, pear trees, cherry trees, plant raspberry groves. Mind you, okay, this property is about 1/4 of a mile long, and it is about, hard to say how wide it really is, because it goes up the side of a ridge line. But the property consists of everything from the ridgeline down. There's like a 30-acre wide valley floor in the bottom of it, and then it goes up about 70 feet to the road on the other side. It's all dirt roads, numbered Department of Forestry roads that don't even have names. It's going to be a project because the house was, or I should say the land was logged in like 1987 or 1988, and it was replanted, or maybe it wasn't replanted and there were just seedlings there that have grown up. So it's got trees that are 30 years old on it, and it's got a handful of really big trees that were probably there before it got logged. I took a little bit of video footage today of there, trying to respect the privacy of the people who are living in the home. I did not film the home itself. You'll hear some barking dogs in the background. Hence the fact I'm going to have to gut the house. They've been living in there with 4 dogs. I'm going to have to gut it. I may or may not make a second channel for the gutting of the house. It may not go here. I'm going to probably leave this channel, and I'm probably going to lose a whole bunch of subscribers for this, but I'm going to gain a whole bunch of subscribers in the long run for what it is that I'm going to build. I've got plans of clearing that valley floor. Any tree that's on that valley floor is going to get cleared so that I have a flat. But something else that's cool about that valley floor is that it has a freshwater creek that runs through the middle of it from another spring that is sourced at the top of the mountain, about 2 lots up the road, and there's nobody upstream from there. So it's doesn't flow a lot. You'll see in the video, it flows. I've got plans to build a new greenhouse out of windows that I picked up from a lady in the Charleston area for free. I've got plans on building several structures out of logs, whether it be small outdoor workshop. I'd like to build a garage, potentially, log cabin style. And who knows, down the road, maybe once I get it cleared and I can get all the way back to the back, I very well, if I have built a couple of structures with logs and I feel better about what it is that I'm doing with them, maybe I'll build a house for us to live in, what have you. There's room there to bring my mother in and maybe put her in a manufactured home somewhere up on the hill with her own little driveway behind a patch of trees, so that she's got a little bit of privacy and I've got a little bit of privacy as well. To which with my mother also comes my grandmother, who's getting up there in age. She doesn't have a whole lot of time left. But yeah, we bought it outright. So I have a title for it, which means no mortgage, which means life as I've ever known it in the past is going to be completely different. Not having a rent, not having a mortgage, just having to pay property taxes and cost of living being electricity, which I'm going to work on potentially reaching out for solar programs and power banks and things of the sort, to put solar on the top of the house and maybe even clear a patch of trees up on the ridge and put some solar panels up there for battery storage and have it either pump back into the grid or at some point completely disconnect from the grid. And when I say completely disconnect from the grid, off grid, like self-sufficient. Fruit orchards, edible gardens, things that'll grow spring and summer, and then things that'll grow fall and winter. I mean, spring and summer is tomatoes, cucumbers, cantaloupes, watermelons. Fall is, and into winter is broccoli, collard greens. If you get the right amount of sun exposure, you can grow green beans in the fall, things like that. But it'll probably take me a year to get to that point. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling for now, and I'm going to show you the video that I took today, right now. And then April 1st, I get back up there, and it's going to be hard. Sitting around for 2 months in Charleston, spinning my wheels. But I've got big plans and I've got grand things that I'm going to do that I know that a good majority of you who are the core audience that would watch whatever I do will stay, and we're going to gain and we're going to grow. And I'm thankful for the people who have been around, who've been watching my other videos for however long, not just what this channel is known for, to which I'm going to clean all that up in the long run. And those videos are slowly going to get deleted one by one. If you've got YouTube Downloader, and if there's somebody out there who wants to archive my channel like somebody did for Hobo Stove, if you want to go back and get all of those trash videos from the past and start your own archive channel of all of that and put it somewhere else, find me on social media, because if you care enough about me in that context, you know how to find me on social media, on Facebook Messenger, and we can discuss a potential copyright split at that point. Even though nobody's watching those videos, I don't want to give them to you for free, because, well, I did what I did with them, and you'll upload them and they're going to hit in the algorithm, and they're going to get hits because they're going to show up as something new. If you want to potentially discuss a copyright split on that, I'll have it, but they're going to slowly start getting deleted from my channels. So if you've got that ambition on your plate, let me know. Anyway, as they say, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, little dogs. The creek is pretty small. It's winter, it should be fuller.
Nice fountain. That's cold water. You know that.
There it is, folks. I bought it outright. It's mine. I don't know anything for it. It's an amazing feeling that, we own our vehicles outright, because I only pay cash for vehicles. I never wanted a mortgage, but rent sucked. And we got put into a position where we could afford such a thing. So, soon, there will be more. And you'll see it come the beginning of April. It might take me a couple of days to get there and get myself a clean space to live before I start working outside in the yard. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Like it, share it, subscribe it. I feel privileged to be in the position that I'm in. Thank all of you for subscribing, and thank all of you for watching. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in the future after this video. And I look forward to seeing you on the mountain. Take care.